What is up, everyone, and welcome to PSNBS Cinema Edition, episode 12. 12, right?
Yeah.
12. It's me, RTX Lexx, and on today's show, we're going to talk about, we're going to review Doctor Strange. I think I'm the only one that saw it. Yeti might have seen it. We don't know yet. We're going to talk some Batman. You know, I made a prediction. About opening weekend for Doctor Strange versus opening weekend for Batman. We're going to talk about that. Don't kill me yet. We're also going to rate our top 5 all-time comedies because I think comedies are dead. We'll see. And of course, bring your own trailer and our weekend picks. But before all that, let me introduce to you the usual suspects. To my left over here, I have the almighty Trav himself.
What's good, everybody? The Almighty is here.
Trav.
And unlike last week, I actually put some cinema in.
Finally.
Thanks to my girl, man. She actually put on some real movies for us to watch. I watched Sonic 2.
Okay.
Got that out the way. And I got Uncharted. Got Uncharted done too. So 2 gaming movies back to back.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
wait, you went to go see Uncharted or
no,
that's streaming. That's already streaming already.
Oh,
yeah,
streaming?
Yeah. We'll talk.
Okay.
Yeah,
my guy.
Okay. What's up?
Hey, Mr. and Mrs. Flicks. Hey, we was just talking about you, man. We gotta get that collab set up.
I just started the Tropic Thunder reaction, so I'm getting into that.
Yeah, if y'all like reactions, go check out Mr. and Mrs. Flicks YouTube.
Absolutely.
Make sure y'all tap in.
Yeah. So, anything else? Any other movies or shows?
No, that's it, man. That's a bit. Yeah, in the regular shows, you already know.
All right, and of course, the hardest working man on YouTube.
Man, I think I'm sweating right now still.
The man himself, Mr. Laser Shark.
Oh my gosh! Have no fear. I'm here. Anyways, let's jump into this.
That never gets old.
New YouTube episodes or videos, whatever you want to call it, vlogs coming soon. We're back on. We're back on the bus. We're back on the bus, baby. We're motivated to get that thing done. Anyways, as far as
question on that bus, is it gonna be that green that I saw? Is that the color you're going for?
What green? What are you talking about?
I saw like a front. I think panel.
No. That's just the primer they put on the panels.
Okay. But it's not gonna be that green.
No. Come on, now we got more sense than that.
Oh damn! All right.
Anyways, so some cinema and some shows. We wrapped up Ozark. Ozark wrapped that up.
Okay.
Yeah. You know what? I was not disappointed. At all.
No spoilers, Flicks.
No. I think they tied it up and just finished that real nicely. And I enjoyed it. Down to the very last second, you were just like, and then you were like, okay.
This is the final season, right?
Yeah, final season.
I'm hearing good things about the ending.
An old movie was 2-3 years old. Came out in 2019. The Gentleman, which is a Guy Ritchie film. I'm a huge Guy Ritchie fan. I just think the way he directs and the way he writes these movies,
I love Sherlock Holmes.
They're just perfect. The way his style of shooting and everything is just great.
Yes.
I think.
Yes.
And he always there's always like a weird way of him telling the stories, and the way that he told it in this movie, I thought was just absolutely brilliant. Okay, so saw that. I'm on this new show. We Own the City.
Yes.
It is on HBO.
Yes.
It's on HBO. Yes.
It's kind of like today's Wire, but still back in that time in Baltimore when the city was POS. But still very good. It's a real good show. I'm only like 2 or 3 episodes in, and I'm hooked already on that.
I'm adding it right now.
It's a good watch. It's a real good watch.
HBO. I mean, need we say more?
Yeah. Once you say that, I got to go to the app and I got to lock in.
They're just killing everything. I don't think is that it. I think that's it. You really haven't watched anything else. Just those movies and all that stuff. So there's been a couple late nights. Me and the wife are watching it, and then we fall asleep. You know, what I'm saying, on the weekends, and then you have to wake back up, and then I watch the rest of a movie. But those movies and TV series right now, everything's firing on all cylinders. So we're good on that front.
Yep. Okay. All right. What have I been doing? I went to see Doctor Strange, which we'll get into in a minute. Non-spoiler reviews. I'm not gonna. I mean, even though the trailers have shown basically so much, I haven't seen. Movie? I saw the trailer. The only trailer I reacted to. The only trailer I've seen is one we reacted to. That's the only one I've seen. I didn't see any first looks. I didn't see anything, and apparently Kevin Feige was upset because the trailer showed too much. I saw that. I started Star Trek: Strange New World. I'm a huge Star Trek fan. It's actually good.
I got to get on.
It's actually the highest rated Star Trek show of all time right now.
Wow.
Really?
Episode 1. One episode in.
This is on cable or is this or just streaming?
It's on Paramount Plus.
Paramount
Plus.
Listen, you don't think they're fudging the numbers a little bit with that Paramount Plus?
Listen to me right now. I saw the
they
first
built
episode.
up to this show.
This sounds like some Spotify trickery.
Listen, man. I just got to say that first scene, one of the first early scenes with Spock and what he does, that whole scene in any other show would have been like, oh, I don't care. But the way they did this was so good.
Okay,
so good.
Lexx, one question.
Yes.
Did you watch any of Star Trek Discovery?
Yeah, I watched most of it, dude.
Okay.
I watched how many seasons did they have? 5?
4, 5?
I think I watched 3 seasons of Discovery.
Did they use the same Spock?
Yes, Ethan Peck.
Okay. All right, cool.
We're good. Trust me.
We're good. Because I think that guy is a really good Spock.
Yes.
Right.
And you'll see here even more. I finished Tokyo Vice. Oh my God, that show is so good. That show is so good.
I started it and I gotta finish it.
It just got better and better. It's like, God, HBO. Damn you, HBO, you're so good.
That means that Last of Us, man.
Yeah, I know. And I finished Winning Time, the Showtime Lakers story.
Mm-hmm.
That was so good. That last episode was perfect. It was perfect. I don't know if they're gonna do. I heard season 2 is Kobe and Shaq, but I don't know if they're gonna finish this one. There's a lot of stuff going on. I know season 2 is greenlit, so we'll see. And I watched. I watched some old movies too.
HBO.
I watched War of the Worlds. Yeah, I watched World of Wars 1953. Right, because I've never seen it. I've never seen that. I watched it. I loved it.
It was good. Real good.
It was good. For 50s movies, good Lord. That thing was well done. It won a bunch of awards for special effects. Wow.
That movie caused a lot of people to actually commit suicide because when they were watching it, they thought it was real.
Yes.
What?
Yes, I remember that.
Yeah,
yes.
There's a big story about that thing. Huge story.
The story was during without getting too much into it, during the advertising. Yeah. They advertised the prank, the stunt was to interrupt radio broadcasts with a news program saying we've been invaded by aliens. And since nobody knew what the hell,
just check it out, son.
Yeah, there was no Google.
Yeah,
there was no.
That was their advertising.
Oh wow!
Which is
like you're listening to
absolutely brilliant.
You're listening to the Lone Ranger and shit on the radio. All of a sudden, we interrupt the scheduled program, and there seems to be a meteor that lasted. Yes, absolutely. So, anyways, I watched the 1953 one. Then I went to watch the Spielberg one with Tom Cruise. I love both.
Me too. It was a good movie as well.
And I didn't know that the main characters from the 1953 one made a cameo in the Steven Spielberg one. They were the grandparents.
Oh,
the doctor and the woman, they were the grandparents.
I like when they do stuff like that.
I didn't know that. Yeah. That was fucking beautiful. It's Spielberg, man. Spielberg is a student. He's a student. He's a master now. He's the master.
I was gonna say he's a genius.
Yeah,
he's a man. He's a
genius level.
He's the man. So, anyways, I saw that, and I think that's it. I've been really. Oh, I started Deadwood because I love westerns because I needed a slot since I finished all my shows. I started Deadwood, And oh my God, and it has Calamity Jane, man. Come on now. Anyways, that's it. That's what I've been doing. And I think, and don't worry, guys, Yeti will eventually join us. So we'll see what's up with
I'm pretty sure he watched that crazy show on Apple TV, so he probably watched that. He's gonna tell us that it's very, very good. It's so great. It's awesome, awesome, awesome.
Uh-oh.
And probably made a couple beats here.
Tehran, whatever that's called.
Tehran, something like that.
Yeah. So, anyways, with that being down, let's talk about this Doctor Strange movie. I saw with my wife opening night.
Mm-hmm.
If you love Sam Raimi, this is Sam Raimi's best work. Okay? If you're a Raimi fan, you're going to be very satisfied. This is not a movie for kids.
Right.
This is not a movie for kids.
Yeah, it's a horror.
Yeah. It is not a movie for kids. Give me 1 second, guys. Give me 1 second. I got a phone. I got an emergency. Give me 1 second.
All right, so let's talk about Kendrick Lamar. No,
music talk.
All right, let's get some music in real quick. Did you listen to the new Kendrick song?
I have not listened to the new Kendrick. It's on my list of things to listen to, and since you did bring it up, I will listen to it tomorrow. Have you listened to the Pusha T album?
Not yet.
Come on, dog. What are you doing? What are you doing?
Because I know when it comes to top tiers like that, Pusha, even when Kendrick drops, I think this Friday.
Okay. I heard part of the song, not the whole thing.
Right. I want to, even that, like I listened to it and I'm like, damn, I wish I would have just waited for the album because I just want to hear it. Sit down, dolo.
You want to hear the story that they put together.
Right, from top to bottom. I don't want no interruptions. I don't want none of that. Like if I listen to a work and somebody comes taps me on the shoulder, I'm like, bro,
gotta start over.
I'm trying to hear this, man. I might miss a lyric. Like I feel like if I miss a lyric, this.
I started the Pusha T album. I pressed play on that, and I didn't listen to any. I turned the volume up as hard as I can, as loud as I can, noise canceling headphones at work, and didn't talk to anybody for I think like an hour. And he's got 12 or 13 joints, and as each song, you can just hear. You're just like, well, Kanye produced probably his best work ever on this album. Wow. And then you go, wait a minute. Pharrell produced the next best.
Oh,
come on. Listen, if Pusha T, now obviously he's probably gotten. I think he's won a Grammy or two before.
Probably
this album,
probably with the clips or something.
So far, I can say album of the year and his best work.
Speaking of best work, are you a Future fan?
Fan? Yeah. No, I tolerate in his music.
Well, then never mind.
Some of them.
I was gonna say because I wanted to see if you listened to his new album because then I want to see
no.
If you say okay, so who else just?
I've heard the rumblings about his album though. Like
it's good. It's serviceable. It's not the best work he's ever put out.
I've heard,
but it's not as lazy as 2 Chainz's last album that 2 Chainz has put out. That was very lazy.
Okay, I might be going out on a limb here. I think 2 Chainz overrated.
Damn.
He should not have been on that versus against Rick Ross. Not even close.
Oh yeah. No. Yeah, he shouldn't have been on it. No,
he doesn't have 20
his last good album.
Joints.
His last good album was actually his debut album. I think it's called 2 Chainz, the one with the gold chains on it.
Which is usually the case
from top
for most
to
rappers.
bottom was his best album.
Yeah,
DS2 definitely was a role. I agree with you for Future. What about Jack Harlow? Did you give that a try?
Here's the thing with Jack Harlow. I think he is in that boat that French Montana was in.
Yeah,
when
very
he first came out.
Yeah, very polished.
Everybody's putting him on songs just because he's a new shiny toy. And I don't think I haven't heard the album, so I could be wrong. But I think the songs that I have heard, I think he's more.
He's pop.
He's more not that it's pop. He's more like he's real shiny without the skill. Much like
French. Yeah, I agree.
No. I wouldn't even say French because he's gonna be better and bigger than French Montana ever was for sure.
Damn.
Oh, sorry about that.
More like Britney Spears.
Oh damn. Damn, that's really pop. That's really clean.
He could probably dance. He can do all that. You know, he's a good-looking kid.
Yeah.
The ladies love him.
The ladies love him.
When it comes to his skill as an MC, it's like,
yeah, it's okay.
Who's this?
It's real Wiz Khalifa.
Jack Harlow.
Oh, I love Jack Harlow.
Oh,
yeah, he's just clean. He's packaged. You could tell he's packaged and
he's a packaged deal.
He worked.
But we're comparing him to like the Kendrick. Like that's what we're saying.
He's not. No, I mean
he's not. His bars are not there. His bars are not there. His bars are not near Wayne.
No. I think Jack Harlow's a total package. It's somebody, you know, you can. There's more in his career than just rap.
Right, and that's what Lexx is saying. I mean, that's what Greg's saying.
Yeah, he's going to be a lot.
He's going to be in the Pepsi commercial.
Yeah,
I see Jack Harlow just like
commercials.
Another Drake in the making.
Yeah. Yes,
you can see the influence already. So it's like, okay, that's what's going to happen, which is fine. It's perfectly fine because Drake is probably one of the
album listening party at the Kentucky Derby. Come on now,
right? So,
all right, back to movies, guys. That was just a preview of. I don't know what to call this show. The culture. PS and culture.
No, PS for the culture. That's
yeah. No. It's maybe there's a new podcast called Press Play coming soon.
Yeah, Press Play.
Maybe.
I wish for that podcast. If you guys do audio only, you'll be able to actually use music.
Yeah. We know.
Podcast about music.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough.
Guys, let me hum this.
We just get flagged every 10 seconds.
So anyways, Doctor Strange 2.
Back to it.
It's not for the kids. I loved it. I had a great time.
Did you jump in fright?
Did you get scared?
Did you get scared?
There were some parts.
That's a yes.
Trap. There were definitely there were some jump scares.
Lex is in the movie theater like this?
No, seriously. It's Sam Raimi, guys. Evil Dead. It's Sam Raimi.
Really?
Yes, it's Sam Raimi. He directed this. Spider-Man 1, Spider-Man 2, and Spider-Man 3. And so, Sam Raimi. So anyways, it reminds me of Carrie mixed with like old slasher movies. It has slasher movie vibes.
Really?
Yes, dude. It's very like 80s. It has a lot of 80s moments.
Okay.
Carrie will get you now. Carrie will get you.
Elizabeth Olsen's performance, I know you probably guys have heard it, but it is one of the best Marvel performances in a long time. Since Robert Downey Jr. first entered the fray.
Wow.
Because when he did Iron Man, I was like, oh my God. Can everybody be this good in the MCU? If everybody can be this good, like we'll have hit after hit after hit. And you know, they weren't as good as him, but they were damn good. But anyway, she killed it. It's definitely sometimes I was like, damn, WandaVision season 2, Doctor Strange Part 2, you know, it was like it had a lot of ties to WandaVision.
Right.
Okay.
I've heard two things that you have to watch: WandaVision and
Evil Dead
What
Marvel
Ifs.
movie. Yes, absolutely.
I heard those are the two things you got to watch before watching that movie.
Which one?
What If and WandaVision. I heard those are the two must. More of WandaVision, of course.
Not must. Because I didn't watch What If, but I knew because somebody told me about it.
Okay.
But yeah, man, Sam Raimi. This is peak Sam Raimi. This is incredible. The Danny Elfman's doing the music. I mean, come on.
Well, they're getting legendary people out here. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
You know,
Marvel.
Yeah, it's good. It's a good movie, but at the same time, this kind of opens a glaring thing, which I started thinking about after I saw the movie. When you guys think of excluding the Avengers, excluding any team-based movies,
right?
Okay, because they usually bring in some really, really good directors to handle all these actors and actresses. James Gunn, Josh Whedon, you know, the two brothers. They usually bring in people like that. Can you think of and excluding Ryan Coogler and Black Panther, because that movie has its own thing. Can you guys tell me another Marvel movie that kind of has its own? And Thor, sorry, Taika Waititi. God, I forgot, something like that. Whatever. Besides that, because that's a little newer. You line up all the other Marvel movies, you can kind of interchange directors. They all kind of have a similar, I don't want to say a similar style, but they can fit a certain mold.
There's a formula for sure.
Like if like you don't know who those directors are, like it could be anybody, and you won't know because
right.
They don't stand out. You know what I'm saying? They're
it's
good.
like they use the same filter.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right. And they don't stand out, right? Like they're all like, you can, oh, this guy directed this movie, and you're like, oh, okay, all right, whatever. Now, when you look at Doctor Strange, you know it's a Raimi movie. When you look at Guardians of the Galaxy, you know
I was just about to say Guardians of the Galaxy.
Gunn.
Yeah, those are.
You know, when you look at the Avengers movies, you know it's the Russo brothers or Josh Whedon. When you look at Black Panther, that's a separate vibe. That's Ryan Coogler. You know, that's a separate vibe all the time.
I think that's something that they have to look at real good, because although you have directors with their own vision for each individual movies, they still have to somewhat fit this linear story that they're telling. So even though you're just like, okay, Sam Raimi and Ryan Coogler came up with these awesome visions for these movies, but you still got to be like, when you bring them all together now, you can't have this crazy thing, and then oh man, Wakanda was this big story, and then when you go back to it, you're just like, well, this is different because the Avengers movie has a totally different direction. So even though they have their bits and pieces of awesomeness, there's still this little bit that has to follow, which I think
DNA.
Kevin Feige does. They do it really, really well. So
they
like,
do.
Listen,
they have a.
They let them step
I'm
out.
not going to say,
but
it's not a formula.
too far.
I don't want to say it's a formula. It's not a formula. They have the ideas, and they have the plan. There's a plan.
Right.
Everything we've seen up to this point has been planned, sometimes years in the making.
It's the MCU,
Kathleen Kennedy and all these people, they know the deal. So yeah, I loved it.
I heard it was like two post-credit scenes. Was that true?
I remember. Yeah, there's two. They're okay. And
that's why I wanted to know. I feel like. Do you feel like this? I guess what are we calling this? This realm of
Absolutely.
Marvel MCU. Do you see, just like you said earlier, they had in the past, they had movies in their, planned years in advance. Mm-hmm. Do you feel like that same planning is going on with this version of the MCU? Or do you think it's just, hey, we're just taking it day by day? We don't know what direction the MCU might take. What turn we might take. Like, I think right now they're in that whole multiverse, playing with it with all these movies. I don't want the MCU to get too out of hand.
Well, They introduced a big, powerful character in this movie, America Chavez. It's not a spoiler.
Mm-hmm.
America Chavez. She's a big
problem
character that can cause severe ramifications to the MCU.
Okay.
If they want to use her that way. I don't know how they're going to use her. I don't know. In the movie, she has, there's a story there, but I don't know. But if they keep her, which it seems she did a very good job, like they're going to, this is going to make things, like we said last time when we saw Hawkeye, and they gave a glimpse of Kingpin, and Kingpin came out and stuff like that.
Right.
And then if you guys saw, the last Spider-Man movie? Oh my God, No Way Home.
Yeah,
No Way Home, right? We all saw that, right? So, spoiler alert. There's not really a spoiler.
Spoiler alert.
It's not a cameo. Is not a spoiler,
right? If you haven't watched
cameo,
it's too late.
Daredevil came out, so
he was a lawyer.
Marvel is kind of like, okay, we're going to do that in this movie.
They did it.
They did that. Whatever you were thinking, like, hey, maybe they could. They're doing it. The question remains.
Rose, if you're watching this, we might be going to the movies this Saturday.
The question remains: Will it continue? But
did you see Wolverine's mask hanging up on the wall somewhere? Is what I'm trying to ask you.
Wolverine?
No, they're doing better than that.
Okay,
better than that. They're doing. Right. They did something. I'm not gonna spoil it, but they did something.
Did you see this guy in there anywhere?
They did something. When you just imagine, and there's some people that wanted this to happen just as bad as Trav and I want Splinter Cell, and it happened in this movie for some people. Okay, that's all I can say. So
I'm gonna have to go watch
Secret Wars. I'm about to get familiar, Keem.
Yes, they are. They are Kang and all that stuff.
Sorry.
They are. There you go. So it was great.
This
leads me into. Yeah. No, definitely. That's the next phase. Which obviously, if you saw the Eternals,
no, not yet, bro.
Have you guys seen the Eternals yet?
Yeah, disappointing, but I saw it.
Right, but it gives you. It kind of pulls back the curtain a little bit more.
Yeah.
Oh, so I have to see that as well.
Yes, because Eternals gives you like the universal perspective of the MCU.
Okay, we'll check it.
All these other movies are giving us pockets of different things, but this is like, okay, this is what's happening out here. They're giving it to us in layers.
Yeah, it does tell like the overall story.
Yeah. I enjoyed the Eternals. It wasn't like I thought it would be better, but I enjoyed it. It was fine. I mean, I haven't craved watching it again. So I do want to get into this, which is related. So Doctor Strange did a little something.
Hey, there we go, Mister. Hey, we can do that, Brian. There we go.
Do what? Oh, I didn't see it.
He said, "Let's watch Eternals." I said, "I'm down."
Oh, so Doctor Strange did a little thing. See, it's not coming out as wide here because of my thing. So let me just do that. So it made 185 million during the
big money
weekend. And
stop the press! Stop the press! Look who we got in the flesh.
Oh.
Dude, I need to figure out what store Yeti shops at, man. Every week he got a different shirt.
God dang.
Like, you know he from Miami.
Hello? Hold on, I'm having
yeah, we can hear you, Yeti.
Hold on.
We can hear you.
Uh-oh.
Hold on.
There we go. It's getting better.
Oh, boy.
Oh,
he might be out. He probably got stuck out in the Everglades.
Yeah, he might be out on what's it called?
I enjoy the
Eternals.
I enjoy the Eternals. Like I said, I haven't craved watching it again, but I enjoyed it for what it was. That's another movie that has its own thing. But Doctor Strange made 185 million. Batman made 134 million.
Wait till
so I was wrong.
Figured out.
But I wasn't that. I thought if I was going to be wrong, I was going to be like really wrong. I was still, 50, like what?
That's 50 million
off. It's a lot. Some indie movies wish they could that difference in a weekend. But yeah, that's cool. I mean, I'm not surprised. I was wrong. It's all good.
Lex, you know what I think what happened is, I think for like the word of mouth, I think when people went and wanted to see the new Batman movie because it's the new Batman movie, you're going to get a lot of people go and see it. But then when they see it, not that it wasn't great, but if you see a lot of people online, they're just like, it gets trashed a lot. So people are saying, well, it's not that good. That stops people from going to go watch this movie.
It's just like Eternals. Some people didn't, nobody prayed. I don't think anybody's trashing it. I just think nobody's praising it. So it's not getting dogged out. No one's trashing it. I just think like nobody's praising it. It's just like Eternals. I never heard people dog walk Eternals. I just heard nothing great enough for me to go spend the money to go sit in the movie theater about it.
There are more than one people on my timeline on Facebook that say this is their 5th time trying to watch this movie and they can't get through it. Multiple people.
You have to understand,
does any of those people rhyme with Abby Knight?
No. We're not worried about him. Listen, his opinion about movies sometimes
we know.
We're not gonna get there with the stuff that he likes.
Whoa. Okay, Keem.
Keem, calm down. Calm down. Dude. This guy out here.
Okay. I can see
we can hear you, Yeti.
My bad. I'm having like massive technical issues.
It's all good.
I've been there, man.
I'm locked out of my MacBook. So I'm taking a call on my phone, and my headsets are not connecting. So
it's all good, man.
From here.
Where you at, Bahamas?
Greetings and salutations.
That can't be. Is that an Apple phone you're on?
He's at a cafe. He's at a cafe in Little Havana.
Wait, hold on. You're on an island somewhere.
He in Little Havana.
Yeah,
he in Havana. He in Vice City, the game.
Oh my God.
Hey, no, hey, remember. Hey, Dave, I would tell them the story.
Look at his utensil. It's gold. Who has gold utensils?
Gold utensils. Yo, Trav, he's in Stilt City, just chilling.
I would tell them the stories of how we would play GTA Vice City and drive around, and it would be our neighborhood. Remember that shit?
Oh my goodness!
Exactly.
Yo, that thing was crazy. Seeing your neighborhood in a game.
Yeah, that's
crazy.
Insane.
That's wild.
That is insane. We kept like, oh, they got the strip club. They got this. They got that. They got the pier.
Now, did you guys do the same thing for what was it, Driver 2? When they had Miami and Driver 2? They had Miami.
Oh man, I remember Driver. That was like for me the first free roam game ever.
I wish Grand Theft Auto would have did that with all the major cities. Like go to New York, go to like LA, go to Chicago, and make the games there. Because that Vice City, I thought was fire, absolute fire.
All right, so back to it.
So Doctor Strange, 185 million opening. The movies are coming back. People that say the movies are dead or dying, they're still even in the top 10.
They're holding
are doing just as good or better than 2019 at this point in time. So that's going on, and so I'll take it. That's fine. Great movie, loved it. Glad it made its money. I'm happy for Sam Raimi.
What's next up for the MCU?
Well, Thor: Love and Thunder is
Thor.
Next.
Oh, Thor.
Next. Which is probably going to murder as well.
Yeah, that's definitely going to murder. My girlfriend
murder.
I almost said girlfriend. I'm sorry. My
Dang, man, what is wrong with you?
My girl already sent me did you know this is coming out?
Death threats.
He about to get a
ticket.
Who's your girlfriend?
I don't have a girlfriend.
I was gonna say it. But I'm like, I don't want to be that guy, you know.
You saved it. As long as you saved it.
Yeah, I need your trailer. Remember, I need your trailer. So drop it in the chat, please. Okay, so with that
I didn't drop it in the chat.
No, unfortunately, we don't. Soon as we get that, I'm gonna be all over it.
Oh yeah, same. I'm looking forward to that because it's got a lot to live up to for me personally. Blade is my boy.
Yep.
So next topic we got. I want to talk about comedies real quick and just kind of get brief thoughts on where we think comedies are today, because I can't remember the last time I went to a movie theater excited about seeing a comedy.
I agree with you.
I totally agree.
100%. It's been a long time since I've been excited to see a comedy. We're talking probably peak Will Ferrell time. Probably.
Maybe Step Brothers.
Maybe. I mean, yeah, probably. I don't even know.
Maybe
Ted.
Old school. That was
Ted.
Old school. Will Ferrell.
Pineapple Express. That whole wave. Pineapple Superbad. Pineapple Express.
Superbad.
That whole squad right there.
Yeah, that was. I wish I had seen This Is the End in theaters. I wish I had seen that.
That was a good movie.
That was amazing, and
hilarious.
That was probably the last modern one I can think of, in my opinion. So with that said, I wanted you guys to come up with a top 5 all-time comedies, because I want comedies back. I want somebody to watch this and watch these movies and then get on social media and be like, what happened to our comedies? All we're getting is these crazy expensive indie movies. We're getting superhero movies, and superhero movies with comedy, but that doesn't replace real comedy, because that's not comedy. Comedy is comedy. So I don't know what is going on with that, but I miss going to the movies and laughing. Like even some Melissa McCarthy. I mean, even the Melissa McCarthy hasn't done anything. Kevin, what's his name? Not Kevin Hart. The other Kevin. Remember when he had like a good little run?
Dang it.
King of Queens.
Yeah.
Watch that. Help me out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. He just did a movie on Netflix.
Paul Blart, whatever.
Yeah.
Paul Blart. Mall Cop.
Yeah, all that.
He just did one on Netflix that was pretty good too.
Yeah, he had a good
when he's the
run.
football coach.
Here Comes the Boom,
Yes,
stuff like that.
Yeah.
Kevin James.
That was good.
Kevin James.
There we go. Kevin James. Yeah, I only had 2 first names. So, anyways, I want to come up with I want to share this list with you guys. I'll go first, just because I'm more curious about what you guys have. So I did my top 5, and one of these movies is in my all-time list. It's number 1, but I'll start at number 5. Number 5, I just said it a little while ago. This Is the End. This Is the End is probably the last modern comedy that I actually laughed out loud at. I mean, I just showed somebody the trailer who had never seen it at work today, and I was cracking up at the trailer.
Moonscape, yes. Jackass is a comedy. It's classified as a comedy movie.
Yes, Jackass is a comedy.
It's a comedy.
This Is the End, number 5. Number 4, this movie left a huge impression on me because it combined some of the things that one of the things that I love watching sometimes, believe it or not, which is racing, Talladega Nights. I thought,
that's a good one.
Seeing Will Ferrell and John C. Reilly together in that movie, it blew my mind. It was so different for me. Seeing a movie like that, it was so different for me. The comedy, we still quote it to this day. You know, a lot of those things we quoted in my family.
Are they the greatest comedy duo ever?
Not ever.
No, not ever.
I think it's Dean Martin and Jerry Lewis. Dean Martin and Jerry Lewis.
But they'll be close though. I was gonna say I'm not that old. For me, they are.
Well, maybe for you, but for me, and I wasn't even born during these times, but I'm watching Dean Martin and Jerry Lewis. It's like the ultimate. It was the product. It was like the straight man and the comedy guy. Besides Laurel and Hardy had Abbott and Costello were very funny. They had a lot of funny movies that I've seen. But my personal favorite is Jerry Lewis and Dean Martin. I love Jerry Lewis. He's one of my favorites.
No, it's gotta be Richard Pryor and Gene Wilder.
Oh,
they were great too.
They fed off each other like nobody else has ever done since.
They were great too.
Yeah.
How many movies did they do together though?
They did quite a few. They did.
I thought they only did.
They did. I can think of 3 off the top of my head right now.
What was it, Harlem Nights?
Yeah, it's definitely 3, 4, 5 maybe. We did a bunch.
Hear No Evil, See No Evil.
Yeah, that's what I remember.
The one
they did. Was it not Blazing Saddles? What was
No.
Stir Crazy.
Stir Crazy. I think it was Stir Crazy.
Yeah.
Oh no, that was Eddie.
What was it, Eddie?
No, I'm thinking of Harlem Nights. I'm like Harlem Nights. But that was Eddie. That was Eddie.
Yeah, that was Eddie.
That goes down as one of the greatest comedies of all time. My top. I mean, that one.
Arsenio.
Hold on, Eddie, don't.
Life.
You jumping ahead now. Come on, let the man.
Go ahead, Lex.
All right. So number 3, I missed this movie a lot when it first came out. I had never seen anything like it in my life. Was it Scary Movie?
The first
movie. The first one. I had never seen anything
the
like
Wayans
this
brothers.
in my life, and I was cracking up because I had been following them since In Living Color. And when they made that leap to movies and stuff like that, this was like, to me, this was like a new genre. I know it's probably been done before, maybe, but I hadn't been paying attention. But to this extent,
they did it.
To this extent, taking my favorite genre, horror, stuff like that, and just spoofing that and spoofing so many things, and the things they did, I was like, wow, those jokes, hilarious movie.
And you could tell when they were not the ones penning it no more.
Oh yeah.
You could just tell. So the idea, easy on paper. You're like, man, that's easy. You put it on paper.
Yeah.
But to execute it,
you gotta have the cast.
You gotta have that juice. And the Wayans brought that juice.
Yeah, they did. They definitely. The Scary Movie, definitely number 3. Number 2 was a movie I saw out of the blue when it first came out. I saw it in theaters. I went with a friend. And it was one of the first movies I watched with my wife. I showed it to her, and it's become one of my favorites. Is Shaun of the Dead.
That was a good movie.
Shaun of the Dead. I hadn't seen anything like that. A comedy zombie movie. Yeah, that was crazy for me. I love that British humor.
Those two guys in the movie, let me tell you something.
Nick Frost.
Yeah.
Nick
Brilliant
Frost,
together, those
yeah.
two. The way they play off of each other is...
I watched them in later. I watched their whole... there's a trilogy of that movie, of the Sean...
Yeah, I was going to say, I thought they did more.
Yeah, Edgar Wright is the guy who did that, and it's called the Cornetto trilogy, which has Simon Pegg and Nick Frost, which went from Shaun of the Dead to The World's End. I mean, Shaun of the Dead to Hot Fuzz to The World's End.
Hot Fuzz, that's what the one.
Three. That's the trilogy right there. The World's End was the last one. And they've done some other stuff. They did, I started going back. They've been together since this show called Spaced. Like back in the day, back in the early 90s. That show is so 90s. Check it out. So 90s. Anyways, that's number 2. And number 1, this one's in my all-time list. I kind of wanted to not put this one at number 1, but when I kept going back and forth, it is a comedy. It is a comedy. There's no arguing there. It was Ghostbusters.
Hey, that is true. That is true. It had comedians.
It is a comedy.
It's all comedians.
Yeah, I was gonna say
it's the SNL cast and like the what's the other cast from Canada? There was a comedy troupe in Canada with Rick Moranis and all these people. The John Candy and his crew. I know he wasn't in it, but yeah, Ghostbusters, Step Brothers, Scary Movie, Jackass, Shaun of the Dead. Yeah, Friday is very good. Friday's a very good one. So that's my top 5. So I don't know who wants to go next.
It's a good list. Go ahead,
Trav. Thank you.
I mean, like I said, this list is personal to me, so chat, don't kill me if any of these movies don't.
Oh man, that means there's gonna be some unfunny
Mount Rushmore, whatever. You know, number 5. I remember first seeing it on Comedy Central. Me and my brother. Most of these movies I seen them as a kid, and they just stuck with me. So this first one, number 5 out the gate. Remember seeing it on Comedy Central, just randomly, and then going to Blockbuster to watch it unedited. You know, because I need to see it again. And that was, and actually this was my first time seeing one of my favorite comedians, and that is Half Baked Dave Chappelle. Yeah. That was my first time getting introduced to Dave Chappelle on Half Baked, and yeah, one of my top movies. Next one.
All these Something About Mary. All those are honorable mention for me. Coming to America.
Oh yeah,
they're up there. They didn't make my top 5, but they're in my top 20 and 50 movies.
Right. Number 4 for me. Eddie Martin, Life. Come on, man.
Yeah, that was good.
That was a good one for me. Even shed a tear in that one.
That one was tough.
Yeah. Another one for me as a kid, watched this one with my older sister and my older cousin. So this one has a special because we always watched all of them back to back. And this is House Party, Kid and Play.
Oh yeah. That was a big movie. Big movie.
Yeah, a lot of cameos. You know, one of those I liked it. Number 2 for me, Coming to America.
Oh yeah.
That's number 2. Matter of fact, number 2 and number 1 can kind of be interchanged for me because I can watch it anytime I see them come across in my Amazon thing or get suggested to me. I'll just hit play. I'll just hit play. And number 1, it could be 1 and 2 for me mainly, but I'll even watch 3 here and there, and that's the Friday trilogy.
Yeah,
Friday. I'm on that. Ice Cube. Yeah, come on.
Nice. That's a good list.
That's a good list, man. Good movies I've watched.
It's a decent list.
It's not a good movie, man. You're good. You're good.
Yeah. Some of those I probably wouldn't watch again, but it was a decent list.
I want to know which one was it, Life or Half Baked?
Life. It was good, but I'm not gonna. If I see a pop up on my Netflix or something, I'm not gonna.
Bernie Mac for me.
I'm not gonna see that.
Bernie Mac.
I'm not gonna hit the button.
Hold on, Laser. Hold on, Laser. I'm getting a call that your card is being revoked.
You gotta.
Dude.
I was gonna say, Keith. Yeah, I shed a tear on Life, man. I shed a tear on Life.
That might be the case, but I don't just fall in line with okay, Coming to America was historic.
Oh yeah, for sure.
The cast and everything. Is it, to me, if I watch it, laugh out funny? Not all of it.
Yeah.
Really?
It's not, bro. It's not.
I love the wedding scene, man.
To me.
Beautiful.
Now,
I agree. I like the movie as a whole.
I like the movie.
But,
yes.
But like to put it in my comedy
of all time.
No.
I want to hear yours, Greg. I need to hear,
bro. My
and
list.
don't put Ted at number 1. Or South Park's greatest movie.
Although Ted is a comedy movie, just being vulgar for vulgar's sake doesn't make
right. That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm just talking shit.
Powerful funny. Powerful funny.
Ted is like, but anyways.
Oh man, he going crazy.
Okay. Now I didn't really put them in order because they're all interchangeable. If I see them on TV and I'm not watching something, and I'm gonna go watch something pressing, I'm gonna hit the button regardless. Now I'm gonna save the one I have at the top of the list for the last, because if me or my wife see this movie, it's go time, and we're both gonna sit there and we're gonna laugh out loud and probably cry until somebody has to go to the bathroom. So I'm gonna leave that one for last.
All right.
Okay.
Sounds like a perfect
all-time, in my opinion, parody master.
Oh,
Mel Brooks.
Mel Brooks.
Oh, I know it. I knew someone was going to do this. I think I know where you're going. I know
where you're going.
OG.
I know where you're going.
Brilliant. Okay. Spaceballs.
To this day.
Oh shit! Yes. Damn.
It might be.
Yes. Yeah. See,
the best comedy movie ever made.
Mel Brooks is a class of his own.
Yeah,
that's a class on his own.
Mel Brooks. Now you see the kind of.
Nobody mentioned Airplane.
Airplane.
Hold on now.
Oh, sorry, Greg. Sorry.
No, it's not on my list, but there's honorable mention. Airplane movies. Was it Magnum 44 and all those Leslie Nielsen movies?
Yeah.
You can bring those along with you, because back in like that 80s, 90s, he was the guy. Yeah, but we're not going to talk about him right now.
Yeah. Good.
Obviously, a staple. What gives me back my black card? Thank you, Big Yeti. Is Friday #1. The first Friday movie is classic.
Thank you.
If you don't laugh when you watch that movie, you don't have a sense of humor, and you're probably dead.
I agree.
Jeez.
A little bit, well, not really newer, but bringing in and a shocking movie that came out, and everybody was like, "What is this movie about these young kids and the shit that Super bad."
Super bad, baby. Let's go.
Come on, dog. You can't watch that movie
Make
and
love
not
in.
laugh. You can't watch it and not laugh.
Yeah.
He's laughing right now.
Yeah.
When you think about what happened in that movie, you're just like,
they don't make it like that anymore.
It's crazy.
I remember going to corner stores in New York and be like, we know we can't buy liquor. Somebody might have a fake ID, or you just be like, hey, somebody's going in there. Yo, buy us some beer. And then we get the beer when the guy walks out around the corner. I've been through that. Going to a house party.
We all.
It's life. That's what makes it so funny.
Right.
Anyways, before I get to probably one of the all-time greatest funny men ever. Jim Carrey.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Classic movie. You know what I'm saying? Dumb and Dumber.
Oh shit. Damn.
That's how.
That was a good one.
You see this list?
I'm glad I didn't go after this guy's list.
You're gonna have to go watch these movies because you're saying I have a shot. Come on now.
Yep.
Dumb and Dumber is a movie.
That was
classic.
I forgot her name. The woman in it.
Damn.
The main girl. Beautiful.
Holly something. It was his wife at the time.
Yeah, it was his wife at the time. I was about to say they were married at the time. I was like,
wow.
Anyways, this movie that I'm going to tell you guys, I did mention it a little bit earlier in passing, is, in my opinion, the funniest thing ever filmed. If we watch it, you're going to laugh out loud. These two have worked together on numerous movies. And Step Brothers.
Yes.
Step Brothers.
Can we make bunk beds? We got room for activities.
It's the funniest movie ever made. It just is. Okay. Listen, Boats and Hoes, that video, it still comes on the memes today. It's the funniest movie ever made.
That movie's crazy, man.
If that movie came out now,
oh my gosh,
there would be social media would melt down. You'd have to shut down Twitter with the memes coming off of this movie. It is insane, and they still make memes off. Step Brothers is the greatest comedy movie ever, in my opinion, of course. But I think it's hilarious. If I watch it, my wife hears the thing come, she will run downstairs, and no matter what she's doing, she's stopping, and we're gonna watch it, and we're gonna laugh out loud like little kids.
Yeah, no, that genuinely
that movie and White Chicks is the two movies that. Damn, I forgot to put White Chicks on my list, man. I would have put that on there.
That is a fantastic list. I agree.
Laser.
Those movies,
That's
a lot of
amazing
those movies are in my 10 or 20. A lot of those movies.
Honorable mention. Honorable mention. Now, when I say this movie, you're probably gonna be like, it's not a comedy, but I think a lot of funny things happened in it that are so ridiculous you have to laugh at them. Titanic.
Yeah, no, I don't see it.
I don't know.
Listen, it's not a comedy.
Let me go back to this one right here.
But the funniest things.
I don't.
The funniest things.
I don't see
that happened in this movie. Trust me.
Them playing the flute while the ship's going down. That was funny to you.
It's ridiculous. It's so ridiculous. It would never happen. It would never happen.
Oh God!
Let me tell you something. The fact that the thing is, when you watch the whole movie and then you find out that Jack dies because this stupid this stupid lady, right? This stupid lady, when they do the aerial shot of her sitting on top of the door or whatever, the luggage or whatever case is,
big king size door.
There was space for 8 people on that thing.
She had her own raft.
She killed this dude. She killed Jack. It's the dumbest thing. It's the dumbest movie, and it's so bad it can only be taken as a comedy. Otherwise, it's depressing.
I have a question.
Oh my God.
I have a question. Laser, did you see this movie in the theaters?
Titanic?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't. I had the 2 tapes or the 4 tapes it came with.
I saw this movie in the movie theater opening day.
I did too.
And I definitely disagree. It's not a comedy to me.
Yeah, it's not.
I understood what the premise of the movie and what they snuck in a romantic movie in around a disaster thing. Like that was the formula.
Right.
Because it brought the women and it brought the men. You know what I'm saying? Right. So everybody can watch. Like the guys are like, "Oh, cool, shit's exploding and people are dying and cool," and the girls are like, "Oh my God, the love story and love endures and she found it and oh my God, Rose." And this guy doesn't mistreat her and this guy's poor but he's good. Like that was the brilliance of that movie. And then I went in there.
Murder people are nice.
I mean, they use this for a lot of memes though.
Keen, thank you. Thank you. That old lady knew.
I don't think this part was hilarious. I thought it was.
She knew.
But it's a meme though. It's a meme for like with GTA 6. Anything that takes forever.
Yo, Titanic is a brilliant movie. It's a good movie, but it makes me so mad that you have to laugh at it. Otherwise, you get depressed.
That movie, yes. Okay, I understand that because after I walked out of that theater for like
sad as shit
for like weeks. I was sad, and I just kept researching everything about Titanic. Everything about Titanic. I was like, Titanic. What's going on? What happened? Who are these people? This and that. Where are they? I was just on this bitch. Just straight up road.
Titanic things.
What is going on?
Is she real?
Where's the necklace? Where's the necklace? I need money. What's going on?
Yo, people were talking about how they hated the actress because she let Leo die. There was mad space.
Oh, there was space.
He could have lived on top of her.
Listen,
it was in the moment.
After my third,
let's be honest.
Fourth viewing. After my third or fourth viewing, years later, I started seeing shit. You know when you see a movie,
yes,
and you're like into it, and then you wait years later when you're older, and you
ridiculousness,
some shit, and you're like, wait a minute. Because in the movie you're like, oh Jack, Oh, you didn't have space, Jack. Oh no, Rose. Oh yes, let her live. And then years later, you watch an adult, you're like, what?
You could have got on,
and
bro.
they were in love. They could have cuddled. They could have body heat.
You're gonna say
Let me
there's
tell
no
you,
other pieces of wood
he
anywhere?
sacrificed himself. He didn't think the cold water was going to kill him. He sacrificed himself.
Fam.
And Rose should have been woman enough to be like, nah, yo, hop up here. You get on, you know, there was room, but he sacrificed.
She was on a door, bro. She was on a door. I'm looking at my door right now. I can fit my whole family on this door.
Hell yeah. She killed him. She's a murderer.
Door behind
And
me.
you're damn right we're gonna get on that shit because I ain't done.
She should be on First 48.
Well, you guys have made some amazing lists. You took a lot of
Yeti, what you got?
Lot of my picks. You took a lot of mine, but I'm gonna try to come up with a lot of my honorable mentions were mentioned, but one that I feel was way up there is Elf.
Oh yes.
Oh God.
My wife's favorite movie, I think.
Elf it's
actually bought Elf.
Yeah, that was just
the Will Ferrell run.
Ridiculously funny.
Couldn't do any wrong.
Yeah,
he's funny.
The other one
very
that
funny.
I will mention, Rush Hour 1.
Okay.
Good
Rush
pick.
Hour 1.
Shit.
Good pick.
Damn.
Man, that
very
was
good pick.
Action comedies, man. Can't go wrong.
Life was definitely up there. Life was definitely up at one of the top. But I gotta say that my all-time, and it's gonna be a weird pick. It's another Will Ferrell movie, and it was I think it was the last movie that I literally laughed for 20 solid minutes.
Whoa!
The initial blow took every breath out of my lung, and I laughed. I missed like 20 minutes of the movie because I was just in this uncontrollable laughing loop. And that movie is Old School with Will Ferrell.
Yeah. Oh, shit. That was another one on my list at the bottom too.
When he shot himself in the neck with the dart, I was no good. When the whole thing when he just slowed down. Crazy, man. There's a dart in your neck.
Yo, having Stifler just go, yes.
American Pie was up there for me.
Oh, American Pie.
American Pie, another one.
American Pie was
damn.
American Pie.
Listen, they do not make these movies anymore for some reason, and I don't think they would ever will because of the PC culture that's out now.
I think the comedy is dead, guys. Comedy is now
just won't happen.
Comedy is now in our superhero movies. We get splashes of comedy here and there. It's not real comedy, in my opinion. It's just like jokes, and that's fine. But we don't get any, like I said at the top, we don't get any major comedy. Releases.
I think it's money. There's no. I was going to say. First of all, the comedy. You got to look at the comedy kings right now. Kevin Hart. Right now,
Jumanji
is the comedy king, but he is not doing those. He is not a great actor. He is a horrible actor. So they're putting him in action movies and they're budding him up.
Yeah.
You know, when was the last blockbuster comedy show that we had?
Jumanji.
Probably Jumanji.
Maybe.
Jumanji, dude. The Rock, Jack Black.
The Rock, Kevin Hart. Jack Black.
Dude, those movies killed.
Yeah, but again, adventure.
But to the level of what our list are, they don't.
No, they're definitely not. That movie's definitely not a classic. I think it's a sign of the times where it's kind of like, yeah, it pops up, you laugh, you look at it, but
it's a known franchise, Jumanji.
Yeah, you're good.
And that's what and that actually proves my point. It's just like I said, maybe on a couple episodes ago. If it's not a superhero movie or a reboot, it ain't valid in the theaters.
I think maybe Jumanji is probably one of them. I think maybe like even Tropic Thunder was another.
Tropic Thunder was a
funny movie.
That was like 16?
Before it might have been even before that.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's old.
That's my big honorable mention right there.
Which is weird because I was listening to a podcast and they were trying to talk about the same subject and they were saying, and it was a comedian saying, he was like, we don't get regular comedy movies like, oh, here's a funny situation and just go with it. It's always some kind of movie where it's a story about the main character where he's going through life, and then now he has to grow or he has to experience life, and it's this new wave of thinking to make these movies so nice. When it's just like you just want to laugh at funny stuff throughout a movie, like Pineapple Express. You just it's two stoners and they're trying to get this thing, and that's it, and it's just funny the whole time.
Mm-hmm. What was the other one they did about the North Korea?
The Interview.
Interview.
The Interview.
That's the one that got canceled, or not canceled, but you know what I mean. They almost got banned, I guess.
Yeah, they did get banned. They got banned in Korea for that.
They got banned in North Korea and Korea.
Whatever. I thought
somebody mentioned 21 Jump Street, and I have a problem with that movie because my problem, and Lex, you know, growing up, I was a complete 21 Jump Street junkie. I was ridiculously with it. Let me tell you something. I was ridiculous. And when the movie came out, I was super excited. I was like, yo, this is like, oh my God. When I saw what they did to 21 Jump Street.
Disappointed.
Watered down.
They turned it into the dumbest.
Well, they made it a comedy type.
They made it a comedy.
Yeah.
And that show has so much potential. What killed that show from being rerun was it was too much of a timepiece.
Yeah.
It was 80s all day long. And that like right now, for some reason, those 80s shows where it is all 80s fashion, hair, and everything is 80s, you don't see those shows anymore.
It's like New York Undercover had the same hold, but then it went away, and then they tried to bring it back. I think it came back and it did like 3 episodes. And then they like canceled it again. I was like, you guys, those
what
shows.
About those Austin Powers movies?
Austin Powers.
I
thought those were okay for me. Those were okay.
Yeah,
they were funny.
Not my type of comedy. Not my type of comedy. I prefer Wayne's World.
Wayne's World. Crazy.
I can't believe a comedy like Wayne's World, Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure.
Yeah, that's another movie that I saw on accident. Back in the day, Pizza Hut used to give out DVDs sometimes when you ordered pizza, and Bill and Ted's Bogus Adventure was one of those DVDs that was slapped on top of the pizza box. and that's how I was watching it. Yeah,
great movie. I haven't seen this last one though. I don't think I can.
You know what's great, and I know Lex, you're going through this now. One of the greatest things now is that now that we have kids, we're actually showing our kids. I just showed Bill and Ted's Great Adventure and Bill and Ted's Bogus Adventure to the kids, and they loved it.
My son just saw Ghostbusters, and he was just like, he loves Ghostbusters. He loves it.
I haven't seen the latest Bill and Ted either. I haven't watched that. I don't know what it is.
I didn't watch that one. I wasn't going to do it. I wasn't going to do it.
Anyways, all right, good list,
I didn't watch
guys.
it. I saw that coming attractions. I'm like, no.
Good list, guys.
Hopefully, comedies can come back, man.
Yeah, I
Save comedies. Start the hashtag.
Comedies. Save comedies.
I feel like
chat.
Yeah. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, like, it just all these comedic actors that are making these movies are now going to action genres or drama genres, and it's. I mean, I don't hate it. The last few ones that Adam Sandler's done for Netflix, I think he did like 4 or 5 movies in a row. It seemed like there was nothing really funny about them. They're drama movies or action where he's a secret agent or something. Even Kevin Hart, the last movie he did was a drama. I think it was about him and raising his daughter. So it's like they're branching away from comedy, and I don't know. I think they're scared to come out with movies that's making fun of either situations or people because they're worried about getting canceled.
Yeah.
So comedies, unless society changes, I feel it's over. Because if a movie like
it's not over, it's just that movies are still coming out, but they're not coming out to the silver screen. They're going straight to. I guess. They're going straight to like The Boys. Like Old School can't come out today and it be a hit. None of those people would ever probably work again.
You have your guys. Comedy always has these go-to people. Now it's Kevin Hart. Before Kevin Hart, it was Eddie Murphy. Before Eddie Murphy, before Kevin Hart, it was what's that guy's name? Martin Lawrence, and then Eddie Murphy. Rock. And then you have these guys, these pillars, and they go through a period of time where they do everything, and they pretty much set the tone, right, for what movies that now the tone is being set. unfortunately, by Kevin Hart. You know, and Kevin Hart doesn't have the range of an Eddie Murphy.
You totally
Kevin
missed
Hart
out
doesn't have
on.
the range
No, they
of
don't.
even a Martin Lawrence. You know,
This guy didn't say Adam Sandler in that list. This guy's
No,
crazy.
that's what I'm saying. You missed Adam Sandler.
The
You
biggest.
missed John Candy.
Still.
You missed Chevy Chase.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
These
well, yeah,
were the
exactly.
guys.
You have these pillars. You got these pillars that they go through a period of time where they're the
Bill Murray.
draw.
They're the go-to. Yeah, they're the
Bill
draw.
Murray
They're the draw.
Exactly. And you have multiples.
Ghostbusters.
You know, right now, who do we have now? Who is a prominent comedic actor right now?
Nobody.
Right?
Besides Kevin Hart.
He's doing dramas.
People are dabbling. Like, I'm telling you, the top movies today, they're just telling jokes. They're not comedies. They're just telling jokes.
Yeah.
They'll do a serious
Bill Murray's
scene.
last movie, it was a drama. They're all just coming out with drama movies.
Yeah.
Which is sad,
I mean, at this point, Bill Murray do whatever the hell he wants to. His last movie, he'll do whatever he wants. I mean, he did.
I think
Ghostbusters.
social media killed comedy. Social media killed comedy. I'm saying it here.
All right. Interesting take. Now let's get to the fun part. The last two parts. One is bring your own trailer. This is where we react to trailers that we bring. For those of you new to the channel, so please leave your vote as soon as the 3 or 4 trailers are done. I don't think Yeti has one yet.
I don't have one. I didn't send it. I had a
That's fine.
family drama that I had to settle down.
It's all good. It's all good.
Recorded that.
Trust me,
you would have went viral.
No, my.
It would have went viral.
I think I have a good one.
All right.
But let's start with this first one here.
But the good thing is I get to vote.
Oh my God.
This might be a cheat code right here.
Yeah, I know.
I've heard that this trailer has more views than any Star Wars trailer.
Yes.
Already.
They were quick to point that out.
Fun fact.
Come on, man. We out here, baby.
Yeah, this is IMAX. I've not seen this at the house.
Oh, it's IMAX. Yeah, this is the IMAX.
If you ever went to Disney and rode Flight of Passage, I shed a tear on that ride. I thought it was an Avatar.
This movie might make $300 million.
Yeah. My goodness. A lot of people are going to be retiring after this movie.
Not for nothing, but I'm noticing a difference on my MacBook.
Looking crispy.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Wherever we go, this family. Is our fortress.
Water.
I like that.
Go, baby.
Oh. All right.
December. That's going to be packed.
I think we should shut it down. Shut the rest down. What else can we do after that?
That's the movie, Yeti. You should come up here. We all figure it out.
I think so.
That might be
the movie. I'm just saying, guys.
Hey, just say the word. I'm hopping in there. It's only a 3-4 hour drive. I'm ready. The Yeti is always ready.
Yeah, I like that. All right, here's the second one.
Burgers, sexy burgers.
She's up with us. Shoot.
No, Bob.
This Memorial Day.
Big things are coming for Summer, Tina. If you want to catch us, you'll have to take off those bulky jeans to be more aerodynamic. Oh, you're doing it already. Great.
That's wild, King.
That heat rash you get sometimes?
Bigger.
It's bigger.
What the?
It's bigger.
That feels nice.
It's coming to the big screen.
Holy smoke.
It's crazy.
Totally.
How about what? Just the gasp. It's great. Thank you. Like this?
I think we got it. The last one was good. Happy, hopeful, kissy lips.
Not what I was expecting.
The Bob's Burgers movie, rated PG-13.
Oh.
I'm the marketing department. I took Gene's burger suit, let out the crotch a little bit, and bam.
A burger with a bikini on it?
Yeah.
Only in theaters May 27th.
Oh, I love that show.
Once I saw the Avatar in the group chat, I was like, I just need to just throw something out there. I'm trying to hit for anything.
This. Oh man, I'm excited for the movies, but this one right here.
All right, let's see.
Oh,
I know what it is already.
You don't know what it is. Mine? All right, we'll see. Let's see.
Did he put? I don't think he put it in the chat.
No, he
I
didn't.
I
No.
never put it in the chat.
Oh, never mind. It wasn't that what I was
Oh
thinking.
yeah, it was that. I saw this.
The heck is this?
Never before seen.
This is definitely, I thought, something that Yeti would pick.
We've all felt that the body was empty. Empty of meaning. And we've wanted to confirm that, so that we could fill it with meaning.
That woman is
The
fine.
world is a much more
It goes Titanic right there.
dangerous place now that pain has all but disappeared.
There's another one.
The Fly?
Cronenberg.
Surgery is sex, isn't it?
Oh my gosh.
You know it is. Surgery is the new sex.
I don't like what's happening with the body. In particular, what's happening with my body. Which is why I keep cutting it up. What do you think they'd find inside it?
Outer space.
Oops. Sorry.
Oops.
Let us not be afraid to map the chaos inside. Guide us, create that will guide us into the heart of darkness.
Whoa.
What kind of name? What
I
kind
think I'm
of?
gonna pass on that one. That one was.
Yeah, then somebody got to explain that one to me first.
My kind of
Yeti over there glowing over there. He's like, oh yeah, this is me.
That was a shot. That was for Yeti, man. That was
Yeti just
That's my kind of
pre-ordered his tickets.
Yeah, instantly. Went to Fandango, called customer service.
I need to watch it now.
Hey, man.
That's a Cronenberg movie. He does
They got a
very
cast.
weird movies. He
Yeah.
does. He does
That's
very
my
strange
kind of
movies.
joy.
The Fly. He did some crazy movies. But anyways, what
All
the
right, we
heck?
got get some votes in here.
Bad, not bad.
I'm going Avatar.
I'm going
Yeah, I
Avatar.
think if it had,
I'm going Avatar.
I think
What happened to Laser? Oh.
While that's going on, any picks?
Oh,
There we
weekend
go.
picks. It's Friday the 13th, man. So I'm gonna go with Friday the 13th.
Dun dun dun. Which
The latest one, the 2009 one.
Okay. The good one.
not the mother.
Yeah, the good one. All right. Anything else?
We Own the City.
Okay.
If you didn't see The Wire, this is kind of like a little bit, John Bernthal. Is it Bernthal? Bernthal.
Yeah, John Bernthal.
John Bernthal's in it. So, he's good. He's good. And if you haven't seen The Gentleman, which obviously Guy Ritchie, go check that out.
Okay. Yeti?
I've been watching. We finished one, but now we're watching the Lakers dynasty. Oh my god!
Oh yeah, that show is so good.
That's the Winning Time one, right?
Winning Time, yeah, show is so
I
good.
gotta start that. The kid like it.
Yeah, I think it's really, really good. I just got HBO Max, so that was the first. That was my first. But that was the second thing I watched. The first thing I watched was Heat versus Sixers, but we're not gonna go there right now. But the second thing I watched was Lakers. Oh my god, that was such a good show. It just ended. Great show.
Bro, you got HBO Max now. You have so much to catch up on. HBO is smashing people in the face.
Yeah,
It is.
yeah.
And that
I
back
did
catalog is undefeated, man.
on Apple TV, and now I'm
Trav,
on HBO Max.
You said it perfectly. The back catalog of just random movies. Just go to movies and just scroll
And
through.
TV
You're just like,
shows.
all of these are good.
When I put on Martin the other day, I was just chilling.
Yeah.
I think we're tied, guys.
HBO is a vibe.
Right?
What we
number
got?
3. We got Avatar number 3.
Avatar number 3. What's B?
No, he's talking about Baltimore.
Yeah.
Talking about Baltimore.
I got I would say Star Trek Strange New Worlds. It just started. Episodes are on Thursdays. Episode 2 is tomorrow. Episode 1 is obviously already out. Even if you don't like Star Trek, it's very good. It's a very good. It definitely will make you watch some type of sci-fi other than that other show we won't mention.
The new Star Trek series that are out in the last probably like 4 to 5 years don't feel like Star Trek TV shows. They're just good sci-fi shows.
Yeah. In essence, I mean, remember the essence of Star Trek is just exploring space,
right?
Getting out there, aliens. It's not so much of a. It's very simple. The premise is very simple, and I think the reason why hopefully this show is going to work is that these other shows have been very. There's always been a doom and gloom scenario hovering over every season of these other shows. Discovery has a doom and gloom thing, and then there's no time for the characters to have their own thing. It's like everything they're doing is just for this one big thing. Same thing with Picard. Picard is racing against time. Originally he was, and then you do all that stuff, and he's and this show is just like episode 1. There you go, a little story there. Episode 2 will be a little story there. That's what Star Trek shows have been. There's been recurring characters here and there, but every episode is self-contained. So if they're in episode 59 and you miss the last 10, you're good. Because you don't have to be like, not like some shows are like,
you gotta start from the beginning.
But watch this. No, it's like, okay, you're just jumping into a new adventure. You're good. That's what I like about it.
Remember when Star Trek did that Voyager season where their whole season was kicked off because they were catapulted to the other side of the universe.
Yes.
By mistake or something. There was like this explosion or something, and they got sucked into a wormhole. And now the whole season was the whole premise of the season was for them to get back to where they were. They're out there by themselves and countering different. And that to me was the greatest approach to it, because you get that, like you said, that isolated episode. That's non-canon. That's but they also have this overlaying goal of getting back to where they go. That was genius.
Right. And if you non-spoiler, if you saw it through or most of it, after a while they're like, let's just ride this wave. Like the beginning was very tough for them. The first season or 2 was like crazy.
Reason.
There is a big reason why the show we do not mention.
Nobody recommending Halo.
Come on, Keem. Didn't you watch a couple episodes ago? We don't talk about the show that will not be named.
We don't talk about Bruno.
I'll wait till all the episodes come out and I'll power through.
We don't talk about Halo.
So it looks like we're tied. Avatar and number 3, even though number 3 was so odd. I knew it was going to be odd. I wasn't in it to win it on this one. I just think that movie's going to be freaking crazy. And Lea Seydoux is freaking beautiful. Shout out to oh my God, the Hideo Kojima game. See, that's how long I haven't been gaming. Phantom Pain. Wait, Death Stranding. There we go.
Death Stranding. Oh, I was going to say what?
She was in that.
Oh, okay.
French chick, uber hot. Anyways, it looks like they're tied. Anything else, guys, or we're good? No, Halo did not get canceled. It got renewed for season 2. It is one of the number 1 streaming shows on Paramount Plus right now.
Yeah, I'm just waiting. Like I said, I'm probably just waiting for all the episodes are coming out.
It's definitely not people that play Halo.
Yeah,
it's definitely not people that play Halo.
No, because they're not talking about it. The Xbox community is not talking about it.
They are not talking about it. They're moving right along to.
They're keeping it hidden like a. hit it.
Listen,
they're like
people,
trying to
that never happens.
It's people
They're
who
like
are the
Starfield,
fan of the main
Starfield.
character. That's who it is.
Starfield.
That's who's watching this thing. Because
Starfield.
I don't understand it.
Exclusive, baby. But when you have a Halo Starfield, wait till Last of Us comes out on HBO.
Yeah,
wait.
Yeah, that's when it's gonna get real spicy.
You just wait. Because
Yeah,
that show's going to be covered on every single podcast.
I mean, the way that they covered it now with the whole little like scenes, people taking pictures of them just recording the show. I ain't see none of that for Halo. But anyways, go ahead, Lexx.
Yeah, I know. Honestly.
Get us out of here. I got a dog to walk.
So thank you guys again for joining us. Have a great weekend. Always shout out to the most lovable.
Of course.
Always.
Yeah, share us, like us. Don't forget tomorrow. I will not be there tomorrow because I have an overnight.
Right. Yeah. It's all good.
But tomorrow is the PSMBS live episode. Thursday nights at 7 o'clock. So you can join the boys and talk about gaming and other stuff too.
Yeah, it's probably only going to be me and Denmark because Bobby's on a flight.
That's right.
So
that's right.
Be on the lookout, man.
Be on the lookout.
And if you're part of the bullshitters right now, you want to be on tomorrow's show. Hey, we got room. So let hit me in the Discord, man.
You never know. If I'm not too busy, I might jump up in there.
Hop in, man.
We'll see what happens.
Since you're not gonna be in tomorrow, Lexx, are you getting back on Division?
Why? What's wrong? What's up with Division? I told you I've been disconnected.
I'm just
He's
saying.
Retired from gaming.
They finally rolling out the new stuff now, the new season and all that.
I'll check it out. Maybe.
Just give me a heads up. But anyways,
I don't know. All right. With that being said, thank you guys for joining us. We're out of here.
You're